Welcome to Northern Cities, a series to explore with calm and curiosity the great capitals of Northern Europe. Cities where time seems to breathe, where history walks alongside modernity, and where daily life is lived quietly with respect, design and light. In this first episode, we travel to the capital of Denmark, Copenhagen. A place where the bicycle is queen, architecture embraces the citizen, and happiness is a state policy. Copenhagen, Copenhagen in Danish, literally means merchant's harbour. And that's what it was originally. A small trading settlement founded in the 11th century, protected by the bay and strategically located between continental Europe and Scandinavia. But what began as a modest fishing port soon became an influential capital of Northern Europe. For centuries it was the heart of the Kingdom of Denmark-Norway, and later of the modern Danish state we know today. Copenhagen has survived wars, fires and occupations. It has been reborn many times, and with each rebirth it has cultivated something essential, a love for simple beauty, efficiency and collective well-being. Its inhabitants strive to design a city where classic and modern coexist in harmony. Today, walking through Copenhagen is seeing a model of a sustainable city, or rather, you don't walk, you pedal. More than 60% of its inhabitants travel by bicycle daily. The streets are designed to prioritize cyclists, and the numbers are amazing. There are more bicycles than people. This choice is not accidental. It is part of a deep vision of the Danish people on how cities should be lived, with health, with community, with slowness. Copenhagen has been recognized several times as the most livable city in the world. And that's not just because of its clean air, but because of how it puts people at the center of urban design. But it's not all modernity. Copenhagen breathes history. One of the most charming places is Nyhavn, the new harbour, with its colourful 17th century houses reflected in the water. Hans Christian Andersen lived here, the famous author of tales like The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling. And speaking of mermaids, another icon of the city is the small statue of the Little Mermaid, sitting on a rock looking at the sea with longing. Inspired by Andersen's tale, it's a must-see, though many are surprised by its actual size. It's barely 1.25 meters tall. More imposing are the royal palaces, like Amalienborg, the official residence of the Danish royal family, where the changing of the guard can be seen every day at noon. Or Rosenborg, surrounded by gardens and housing the Danish crown jewels. Copenhagen wouldn't be what it is without the mindset of its citizens. Here, the word hygge is often spoken, difficult to translate, but it refers to warmth, comfort and connection. A winter evening with candles, blankets and good company, that's hygge. But hygge is also in public spaces, on well-placed benches, in parks with quiet areas, in streets without noise or chaos. That's where the hygge essence is. The city has more than 125 parks and gardens and aims to be the first capital in the world to achieve carbon neutrality by 2025. An ambitious goal, but perfectly possible and plausible here. Especially in sectors like biotechnology, design and green energy. And it is precisely in this last sector that they set an example. One of their most curious achievements is the use of waste heat from power plants to heat thousands of homes through an efficient district heating system. In addition, Denmark is one of the European countries that has made the most progress in the production of clean energy, especially wind power. And if we talk about public transport, the Copenhagen metro is 100% automatic. It operates 24 hours a day and is one of the most punctual and cleanest in the world. If you visit Copenhagen, there are 3 iconic places you can't miss. The first are the Touview Gardens, one of the oldest amusement parks in the world, open since 1843. Tivoli is magic, nostalgia and joy in the heart of the city. The second is the Christianshavn neighbourhood and the Free City of Christiania, an area full of canals that resembles Amsterdam, but also home to the Free City of Christiania, a self-governing social experiment that emerged in the 70s. Colours, street art, freedom and debate. The other is Superkillen, a modern urban park in the Nordic district, an ode to multiculturalism, play and participatory design. Copenhagen is a city where history doesn't weigh heavily but accompanies, where the future is designed with calmness and where living is an everyday art. Thank you for travelling with us to this jewel of the North. We'll meet again very soon in another chapter of Northern Cities. Until next time.